It's on a street named Sunnyside, but tonight we're learning more about the dark truth of what happened inside this Phoenix home. A family killed by one of their own. The house getting boarded up at this hour. Years of memories now turning into a series of funerals. Family and friends reeling about this news. Police trying to piece together everything.
We've been on the scene all day long, and ABC 15's Nohey Lanny Graf joins us live now. And Nohey, some key questions could be getting answered right now.
Steve and Katie, this is the closest we've been able to get to the house all day, and we've been watching now as investigators make their way inside. They have got the same questions that we do. Why the violence? Why target the ones that you love most? Knowing the suffering that happened in that house, it's especially crippling for those close to the Buckner family. Home is where you're supposed to feel safe, where some of our best memories are made.
Always talk to us about having the famous dish, spaghetti.
Paulina Bustamante and Sylvia Avila savoring a memory from the Buckner's house a week ago, sharing dinner.
I would never think that that was going to be our last time. I would wish that there was many more times.
They were Emma's preschool teachers, and the 6-year-old made them unofficial family members.
The bond that we had, it's unreplaceable.
So to see that same home wrapped in crime tape, holding a heinous story of violence, it's hard to comprehend.
Family members are horrified.
We know now little Emma was found in a bedroom, at the time still fighting to hang on. Her big sister's body in a closet downstairs. Police believe she tried to save the family, calling 911, waving for help from a window. Her parents, Vic and Kim, found in another bedroom, killed at the hands of their son, Alex, before he set the house on fire.
So angry at him, and yet knowing that mental illness causes so much havoc.
Alex's grandmother says he had schizophrenia, but something like this was never in the realm of possibilities. So for now, she's trying to focus on her spirited granddaughters, those smiles, and their doting parents.
Him and Kim, they loved their family, and they did whatever they needed to do to enjoy each other.
So the investigation here at the house is going to take a long time. It'll last all night long, likely well into the morning, because investigators are trying to get in there. You can see them walking along now. They've been going into the house. They need to tear down walls to find shell casings and other evidence. That was already going to take a very long time in and of itself. But Phoenix police tell us because there was a fire, that now doubles the investigation time, because everything is charred, all those walls that they're looking through. Katie and Steve.
Literally every detail more heartbreaking than the next. Nohey, thank you. Also, victims in this, the accused shooter's parents, who Nohey touched on there, Vic and Kimberly Buckner. No pictures out of them officially just yet. And out of respect, we're waiting for their own family to let us know the best way to remember them.
The suspect in this case, 26-year-old Alex Buckner, who was shot and killed by tactical teams. We learned at the latest news conference, police think the gun he used in the massacre belonged to his dad. And cops say family alluded to drug problems. Alex lived with the rest of the family, but it sounds like nobody saw this coming. And a mysterious argument overnight was the first sign that something was terribly wrong.
What time that started, how long this had been going on, what it was over is unknown to us at this point, and quite frankly, we may never know.
Police also say they're not aware of any previous emergencies or calls for help from this home. The only hint as to what started the trouble came out this morning when neighbors say they heard an argument, quickly followed by those gunshots before the sun was even up.
I see cops coming and say, oh my gosh, so it's a big scene over there.
An unintended victim in all of this, a Valley man with the same name as the suspect.
Alex Buckner reaching out to set the record straight with us. He says the mix-up led to a bunch of new friend requests on Facebook at first. Then his picture went public, and then his phone went crazy with lots of concerned phone calls.
Like it seemed, oh, that's so strange. I live close to this person, I have the same name. What a funny bit of happenstance. But, I mean, a few tearful phone calls later, the amusement has kind of left me, I think. So, my heart goes out to everyone, to the family and everybody, that's involved in that. It's a really terrible, terrible thing.
You can see he went ahead and posted a message on Facebook saying, "I am not the killer."
Well, we just learned it wasn't until 6:30 tonight that fire investigators were cleared to go back inside that house and continue digging there on what happened. ABC 15 is also learning that fire was actually several fires sparked all around the same time. We're still waiting for word on how many, how they started, and where they were started in the home.